So in this video we are going to talk about transformation of functions. So why f of x plus h shifts the graph left but not right is the question which we are going to discuss today. So it is usual to think that if f of x is a function and if I am adding a positive constant c, the entire graph shifts upward, which kind of makes sense, right? But when the same thing, if I add the same positive constant to the input of the function, the graph is not going to shift towards the right, but rather it is going to shift towards left. So why is that happening? Is we are going to something which we are going to discuss it deeply today. In order to understand this particular result, we are going to have an example. Here I have taken y is equal to x square, a quadratic graph. So let me just take few points on the graph. When x is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, y is going to be 4. And when x is 3, y is going to be 9. I'll put it in the table form. So when x is 1, 2 and 3, its f of x is going to be 1, 4 and then 9. Alright. So now we are going to find f of x plus h. So in order to do that, first we should write what is h. Here I am going to define h to be equal to 1. So h is positive over here. Alright. So when f of x plus 1, what will happen is, here I am getting f of 1. This one is f of 1's value, this is f of 2's value, this one is f of 3's value. Here when I write f of x plus 1, I am going to write f of 2, f of 2 plus 1 would be f of 3 and f of 3 plus 1 would be f of 4. So f of 2 means I will be having this one's value over here, and f of 3 means I will be having this one's value over here and the other expression's value over here. So the result would be 4, 9 and then 16. Now when the same x is equal to 1, I am going to have f of 2's value, which means this particular point is going to go over here. This value is going over here, and this one's value is going to, again we are going to do pulling the point leftward, because when x is equal to 2, we are going to have f of 3's value. So this is going to go over here. Similarly, when I pull all the points, what I am going to get is, I am going to get the graph. So when x is equal to 0, what will happen? I will be pulling the f of 1's value over here. So f of 1 is 1, so I am going to get the graph over here like this. And when x is minus 1, I am going to pull the f of 0's value over here. So the graph is going to look something like this. Same graph. It's simply that the entire graph was pushed left. The reason why the graph got pushed left is that when x assumes 1, previously we had f of 1. This was a previous expression. Now when I write f of x plus 1, it means f of 1 plus 1 means f of 2, which means f of 2 was pulled in the place of f of 1, which makes all the values to go towards left, and thus the graph also goes left. Thank you.